The grain of wheat, which died and was silently buried in the Saharan desert, also bore fruit in the life of a Frenchwoman, Magdeleine Hutin. She, too, had read the biography of Charles de Foucauld.
In Brother Charles, I at last found the ideal I was dreaming of for my life. The gospel in action, total poverty, a love for lowliness, and first and foremost, love in the fullest meaning of the word. Jesus caritas, Jesus love.
At the age of 38, she left for Algeria. Early on, she contacted René Guillaume, and they shared their intuitions and questions. This lifelong collaboration had a tremendous impact on their respective communities.
The entire history of the foundation can be summed up in the words, God took me by the hand, and blindly I followed. In what seemed the most disconcerting absence of human means, but with an unlimited trust in Jesus, the master of the impossible.
At the beginning, the Little Sisters of Jesus were geared exclusively toward Islam and the nomadic peoples of the Sahara. But in 1946, Magdeleine felt that God was asking her to reach out to the entire world, seeking those groups where no one else would go.
Look at the map of the world. Choose to live among the poorest and most forgotten, among nomads and other ignored and disregarded minorities difficult to reach with other forms of apostolate.
Little Sister Magdeleine died November 6, 1989, at the age of 91. Her vision lives on through her 1,300 sisters, scattered in some 60 countries throughout the world.
Before being religious, be human and Christian in all the strength and beauty of these terms. The more you are totally human, the more you will be a religious who gives glory to God.
She wanted the little sisters to be women in the most beautiful sense of the word. When she spoke of being human, it was to have hearts that could be close to those who suffer and to all that goes on in the world. She didn't want us to be strangers to anything that happens in our world, be it the sufferings of war, the sufferings created by social problems, or of families. It would all resonate within our hearts and make us more understanding and respectful.
Your vocation is to be as leaven in the dough, plunged into the midst of the world. So do not let yourself be cut off from it. Do not think that living among people will hinder your life of union with God. Do not set up barriers between the world and yourself.
I always thought that you could offer your life to God, do ordinary work, and still live right among people. There's a kind of friendship that has grown up between many of us, and it's hard to explain. But I think it has bonded us in a way that we would never have become close if we were, say, social workers and then went away in the evening. I think it's made a big difference that we stay here day and night. Also that I have to stand in the sun, take the same bus, stand in the cold. So I do think it makes a big difference. Little gestures of friendship, of kindness, and of not being fearful of one another, just like people become in big cities.
What does it mean for God to come and give himself into human hands, at the mercy of and dependent on the care of other human beings, that meeting other people is somehow also in the image of God. And it's true. I mean, she said, you look at the hardest person in the presence of a baby, that it disarms the hardest heart, that it's a way of reaching other people. And she wanted us to learn from that a way of being that can set other people at ease and make relationship possible, because the defenses can come down so that then what is beautiful inside them can come out, and you can touch it, and it
and can give itself to the world.
Our life must be because of Jesus and the gospel. Otherwise it has no sense. And in order for it to be because of Jesus and the gospel, we have to be prepared to spend hours in prayer, to spend hours in meditation. But our contemplative life is not only the prayer life, no? It's also the way we look at life, the way we look at things, the way we look at the people.
When we love, we want to speak endlessly with the one we love. Prayer is nothing else. A familiar conversation with the beloved, to gaze on him, to tell him that we love him, to rejoice to be at his feet.